So we recommend 1 meter width. Length you can put on your desired one, depending on how much seeds you have. You want to put on a nursery bed. So as we have seen, you first get good seeds. You have the seeds, and there are many ways how you can put your tomatoes in a nursery bed. First of all, you can prepare your nursery bed in your garden, down on ground. Secondly, you can pot them. There are potting trays. You pot them in the trays. Thirdly, there are even these potting bags. You can put your tomato seeds into potting bags. Those are different ways of how you can pot, or how you can put your tomatoes in a nursery bed. By the way, most people make some, I don't know, as a mistake, but they plant directly. They like planting that, but planting directly in the ground, that will take a lot of seeds. So you're not sure if we put one seed in those holes you're planting directly, they will come out all. So you find people piling there five seeds in one hole, just that when they come many, that's when they will transplant to some other holes. But that is not right. If you raise your tomatoes in a nursery bed or in the pots or in the potting bags, the time you transplant, they will be ready, and it will be easy to manage from the seedling stage. So today I'm going to talk about how we put a raised nursery bed in the garden. First of all, you need to find a site in your garden, a site which is open, not under the trees, not in any shade. The shade we only need is the shade we shall put ourselves, but not the shade by trees or behind the house, or behind the. No, it should be open land which receives sunlight throughout the day. So after getting that, we have to first dig and soften our soil. Remember, these seeds are like babies. They are very soft, and as they are growing, they need a very conducive environment. So you need to first soften the soil, remove roots, make the soil soft, and raise it up to half a foot. So after raising up to half a foot, it is advisable, if you have well-decomposed cow manure or any organic manure, you first mix with it at least a week before introducing the seeds to it. You mix with it, you keep watering your nursery bed to make sure that the soil and the manure blend in together before you introduce the seedlings. So before you introduce the seeds, you put lines of at least a thumb from one line to another, or at least a thumb. You put the lines on your nursery bed. This nursery bed, first of all, we always use 1 meter width. 1 meter width, like this, 1 meter width. Then length, you can put the length of your choice, the length, but 1 meter width. Why? Because it will help us in maintaining this nursery bed, weeding, spraying. Even you don't need to step in the nursery bed to remove the weeds. No, because in 1 meter you can stretch your arm and you pull the weed out. So we recommend 1 meter width. Length you can put on your desired one, depending on how much seeds you have. You want to put on a nursery bed. So as you have seen, we put lines of at least a thumb. Those lines will help us to plant our seeds in lines. I've seen many people here broadcasting. No, when you broadcast, it makes management difficult. It makes even transplanting difficult. So, but if you put your seeds in lines, they will grow up very well and vigorously. So you have put your lines and you have put your seeds, cover with a small layer of soil, a small layer. Don't put a deep line and you put these small seeds there and you cover with a lot of soil. If they don't take long to come out, some will die from down there. So after putting, you put with a small layer of soil, cover with a thick grass, dry grass. Cover with a thick dry grass. What is the use of a dry grass? One of the conditions for germination, it is temperature. So this dry grass will help to provide warmth, warmth to these seeds to help in breaking their dormancy, and then they will germinate. So we put dry grass and then we water. We water with a lot of water. This water will help also in breaking the seed dormancy and helping them to germinate. So we keep checking under our grass. After 4 to 5 days, you check. If you see that they have started coming out, the seeds are now have sprouted, are coming out, that's when we remove the grass and then we put a 1 meter shade. A 1 meter shade. Like these days, there's a lot of sunshine. If you don't put shade, your tomato, your seedlings may dry. Then we water at least every evening to maintain a moist bed. Not too much water, because if you expose them to too much water, you find your nursery bed is waterlogged. They are going to be diseased. These seedlings are often affected by a disease called damping off, where you find the stem with rot and dry, and you find the seedling is bending, falling down, and eventually it dries. So that is brought about by too much water. So make sure your nursery bed has enough water but not too much water for these seedlings to grow well. So after raising a 1 meter shade, we maintain watering at least every day, every evening in the case of this hot sunshine. But when there is rain, no need to water when there is enough rain. So we keep monitoring our seeds, our seedlings. We monitor them. You visit them. You come across, you see if they are diseased, if they have some pests. Then you treat them when it is still early, because when we are going to transplant, we need to transplant a very healthy seedling which will survive these harsh conditions in the main garden. So you have to care for your seedlings when they are still in the nursery bed. They shouldn't be affected by disease or pests. So we keep watering. Then after 2 weeks, that's when we start a process called hardening off. Hardening off, we reduce watering, we reduce the shade. If it was thick, you reduce now to a small layer. You reduce watering. If you are watering every day, jump a day. Why are we doing that? We are making these seedlings get used to the harsh environmental conditions they are going to find in the main garden. Because in the main garden there will be no shade. Sometimes there will be no watering every day because the garden will be big. So we are making them get used, so that when we transplant them, they will not suffer the too much stress. So you keep, now you are skipping a day, you start skipping 2 days, you remove the shade completely. That is after 2 weeks and some days as we are approaching transplanting. So immediately after 3 weeks, that's when you remove the shade completely. Even you stop watering for like 2 days before you transplant. Then on that day of transplanting, that's when you water at least 2 hours back. Remember, these seedlings have to take in water. You have to transplant a turgid seedling. Turgid means a seedling which has enough water. Turgidity is when, let's say, you get a sponge and you put it in water, it will suck water. So if you lift it, you will see it, but if you squeeze it, there is water. That is turgidity. So the seedling will have to take in enough water, which will sustain it in the main garden until it can put roots to take in some more water and nutrients. So you do that after before, like 2 hours before you are going to transplant. Transplanting time usually it is late in the evening. Late in the evening when the sunshine is already far, and these seedlings will take the whole night without a lot of stress. So you always transplant in the late evening or during the cool cool times of the days. Let's say it is not a sunny day, it is very cool, it is okay, you can transplant so long as the day is very cool, which will not suffocate our seedlings. Thanks for watching me. My name is Chiza Rogers, as I've said, Field Extension Officer for Agranmo in Akapipi District. Today we are here on tomato growing, and I hope you have learned something that will help you in the nearby future. Please, for more guidance, for more help, or for questions, don't forget to contact us on our social media platforms. That is on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on LinkedIn, we are on X. So don't forget to contact us on our social media platforms at Agranmo. We shall be able to help you in time. Thanks for watching once again. Meet